right, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is time for Live at Lunchtime. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Yes. Hello, sweet boy.
I am Alex.
And I'm Michelle. Happy Wednesday.
And Kristen is behind the camera. And we are here with these two handsome, hello, excuse you, these two handsome men right here. This beautiful Percheron is Nemo. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Jack. That's Nemo. I was looking at Nemo as I said, this is Jack.
Yep, these are two very handsome men here.
And this is Nemo,
And
who
yes.
is coming over here now. Yes, I called for you.
Hi, buddy.
There we go. Now I'm surrounded.
Here, I'll turn around here. So they are very happy right now because they know that this is treat time from Alex and Michelle. So, but we're giving them slowly because you can't have all of them all at once. That's not how it works. It's called treat. That's right, and you can't beg.
So
No
we just
begging.
thought we would spend some time out here today, introduce you to these two beautiful horses here, tell you a little bit about their backgrounds, and if you have any questions about them or, their backgrounds or just our sanctuary overall, we can answer some questions for you.
That's right, and we
Ooh.
know that Nemo has been featured before. He's one
Yes.
of our newer rescues.
If you watched that live back in December, around the time that he first got here, he was still in the main barn, but once he got acclimated, as our new residents do, they start in the main barn, and then once they get kind of used to everything in their new home here, we like to move them out to a permanent pasture.
Oh, nice. Jack?
And Nemo came out here to join Jack.
Yes.
And they have been good buddies ever since.
They have been, although I think Nemo has established himself as the leader of the herd.
A little bit. He's trying. Jack's been around though. Jack has seniority here.
Yeah, I know, poor Jack.
Nemo kind of came in like, oh hey, yeah, this is my place now.
Yeah, but they do get along. It's a little
They
bachelor
do.
pad over here. Come here, Jack. Come here, baby.
And I mentioned specifically that Jack has seniority here at the sanctuary because he's been here longer. Actually, he's really not older. They're both the same age. Both Nemo and Jack were born in 2001.
That's right.
So they're actually the same exact age.
I know, which is really cool. So Nemo here is a quarter horse, and like we said, he just arrived here, I believe, in December, and he is a happy-go-lucky boy.
Oh,
aren't
he
you?
is. He's so
Yeah,
sweet.
you're a happy-go-lucky boy, very handsome, and he is a former camp horse that closed down, and this camp had not taken very good care of their equines. I don't know if you can see it, but each side of his muzzle here, he's got some permanent scarring, probably from them using the wrong bit, which is uncomfortable and probably painful, and probably had it on for too long. But now he gets to live his life here, and he's happy and establishing his herd, and not in any type of situation anymore. So I think he's enjoying his life here in the sanctuary. And he was rescued by a He's 21, almost 22, and he's 22 years old. He's very curious about the camera, aren't you, buddy?
Hello.
So we just thought it would be nice to give you a little update because Jack here, hi Jack, thank you. Jack here hasn't been featured yet. He's such a sweet boy and so handsome, just like you. Yes, yes. And we wanted to show you that they are getting along. They can be a little nudgy with each other, but they are getting along. This is something horses do, right? They can be nudgy sometimes, but they're still friends, still good companions, right? Yeah, and you did that. Yeah, you did. Look at the lips. Here, you want to lick? He likes to lick.
So Jack here, his background isn't too far off. He was also, from Nemo's, in the sense of he also has a background of being a working horse. Jack is a former New York City carriage horse, and he was rescued in 2016. So that's his background and his rescue. Unfortunately for him, he sustained a lot of injuries from being a carriage horse in New York City, as a lot of carriage horses can, especially those in large cities like New York City. There's a lot of factors that are involved: long hours, just working those streets, heavy traffic, a lot of pedestrians, large cities, long hours. It's not great for them.
No,
so he sustained a lot of injuries, and that's what ended his ability, to perform, and that's how he ended up needing to be rescued back in 2016.
That's right. But he is doing well. I mean, he does have some trouble with arthritis and some things with his legs and feet, but you know what? He's sound enough to be out here enjoying the pasture, right? With his new friend Nemo.
He is. So
and if you consider, how a horse, how they live and how they communicate and what they need to be healthy and strong, being a city workhorse is not the best situation for them.
It's actually so great that he is now sound enough to be out in a pasture, because after he was rescued, he was taken to an equine hospital to be evaluated. That happens a lot, especially with a lot of horses that are rescued that come to our sanctuary. We make sure that they are checked out to see what health issues they may have, to make sure we know how to take care of them. And actually, when he was evaluated, Jack here, he was diagnosed with several issues, unfortunately, including left hind lameness. There was evidence of an old bone fracture, osteoarthritis, and then he had issues with his feet and his legs. He also had thrush, mange, and white line disease. All very awful things. So it's so great that, despite that evaluation, that he is sound enough to be out here. And he's been out here since he came to the sanctuary. And so he's been out and he has his buddy here, and it's really great to see.
I'm hoping that they're going to keep me a little bit warm. I'm going to try to warm up my hands here. And I don't know, you're on the right side, Kristen. If you look really closely at Nemo's right eye, he has a little bit of blue in his one eye, which is so cool, right? See, that's so cool. I'm just so cool. Now, with camp horses, one thing that people aren't aware of, why would a camp horse need to be rescued? Well, there are plenty of camps that do a really great job taking care of their equines. However, some is not. That's not the case. So in Nemo's case, the camp that closed down, like I said, they did not take very good care of their equines. And one thing that you really want to do when you're looking for camps for your children, or for yourself, if you're looking for an equine camp or horse camp, you want to ask the right questions and do your research. You want to ask if they keep the horses year round, or do they use horses for hire, and then where do they go when they're done with their horses? Those are all things to really pay attention to. You want to make sure that the equines are safe and being handled correctly. Take notice of how they're being treated when you're there, how they look, how they act around people. Those are all good signs and things to be aware of. But do your research. There are plenty of good camps out there, but you do have to do your research first. And that is part of protecting these equines. You want to make sure that, like I said, you want to ask, where do you put your horses when you're done with them? Do you keep them year round? Do you retire them when you're done with them? Those are all good questions to ask. Right? Now, if you don't know, let's go over it, because these guys have some pretty cool markers. So, I know. Are we grumpy today a little bit? Are we a little grumpy? Mr. Jack here, can I move your forelock? Has a beautiful star on his head and a gorgeous thick forelock, right? Yeah, you do. You do. And beautiful colors within that mane and that forelock. He's got some really cool multicolored mane. And
He has highlights.
he does. He has highlights. I'm kind of jealous a little bit. I'm a little jealous, yeah. Yeah. And Nemo here is almost exactly like Bandit, almost. Bandit's a pony, Nemo is a quarter horse. And they both have a bald face, which means the white marking goes pretty much across the entire face, but it's considered bald when it's above at least one eye. So he has a bald face, just like Bandit. Can you come here? So they can see your beautiful face.
There we go.
And he's got the cutest little red eyelashes. He has a reddish color base, so he is a chestnut. He has a beautiful golden chestnut flaxen type mane. And he has 4 socks just like, or stockings, 4 stockings just like Bandit. So when he first arrived here, I kept calling him Bandit on accident. Sorry, Nemo.
Right, buddy. They're like twins.
I know. I wonder what they would think if they saw each other.
That might be fun.
Yeah, that might be kind of
That
fun.
would be interesting.
Bandit is all the way on the other side of the sanctuary. Right? That would be kind of a fun walk with him. What do you think, guys? So, if you guys have any questions out there for us, or any questions about Jack and Nemo, we would love to hear them. Hi.
And so as a equine rescue organization, there are a lot of issues regarding equines and equine rescue and slaughter issues that are important to us. And 2 of those, of course, are the industries of the carriage horse, the urban carriage horse trade, and camp horses. And so they are not the only 2 that represent those trades and those equine issues. Jack as a carriage horse, we also have Mark and Sheena, who are former carriage horses, and then Nemo here as a former camp horse. We also have Dallas.
That's right.
So, you know, they are representatives of those equine issues, and their stories, you know, just help get the word out. That's why we like to tell their stories and share those issues so everybody knows what goes on, because not everyone does. You know, you see a horse on a street and you might think that's an activity. You go to a camp, and again, there are so many camps out there that do treat their horses well. However, as we can see in the fact that Dallas and Nemo are here, there are camps that don't, and their horses go to awful places, and their lives are at risk when a camp closes down, or when they're no longer able to work for whatever reason. They age out, or let's say sustain an injury. For whatever reason, they're not at the camp anymore if the camp is still running. And so, as Michelle said, that's why it's important to do your research.
That's right. Yeah,
And it's not just camps, it's riding academies, it's other organizations where riding is available. The horses are involved with the camp or a summer activity in some way.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
They fall asleep.
What are you doing? Are you talking? Look how cute they are. Oh, it's
Okay, I think Nemo was kind of falling asleep there.
They were being
Like
cute.
very still, and then Jack woke him up.
Were you trying to take a snooze?
Little still afternoon snooze.
Sorry. Here, Jack. You come play with me, and Alex will play with Nemo. Is that better? Yeah. Oh, so soft. You know how it goes. When your best friend is big, sometimes you just need your space. They're such curious little guys. You're so curious.
You're right about warming up your hands.
Seriously, right? It helps.
This is great. If you're outside, you should go
cuddle with a
be
horse.
near a horse. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Oh,
You
look
should
at that
definitely go hug a horse
hug.
if you're outside in this weather right
That's
now.
right.
Because this is heaven. I think I'm gonna take a snooze right here.
There you go. Well, I think Nemo likes that too. Yeah. And Mr. Jack seems to like his face rubbing.
This is wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love it. Putting his hand under his mane is so warm. I'm like, oh, can I just leave my hand? Can I leave my hand? Right? You're so lippy. What are you saying? What are you saying with those lips?
It's kind of like when you're sitting down on a couch and a cat, Jack. I don't know if any of you heard that.
You know, it's just part of life. It happens.
There you go.
Right, Jack? See, that's okay. I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing. Oh, yeah. I keep my hand warm. That feels good. That feels good. Well, if we have no further questions, hi, honey, then we will bid you adieu. But if you do, please feel free. You can always send us questions or send us something you'd like to know more about. You can email us maybe something, you can email us pictures of your horses or just anything. We'd love to hear from you. Hi. Hi. This one is smart. He knows exactly where the cookies are. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna be here.
Alex is just going to be here all day,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
just be here. Come find me.
Aww.
You're here for me for a while. I'm out here.
How cute.
Relaxing.
That's so sweet. Oh, the licking and chewing. That means he's relaxed and happy. That's a good one.
I can't move.
No, I think you
But
might
when
have
you
to
have a
stay.
cat on your lap, you can't move. Oh, you don't now. Oh, okay. I guess
Aw.
I'm moving now. All good things come to an end sometimes. All right. Thank you for There we
Well,
go.
we hope you enjoyed learning about these two and talking about them a little bit. And if you've known, that Nemo was new and Jack was by himself before for a little bit because he lost his good friend. Now they're both together and they're doing very, very